Man, it's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now listen, you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, getting to that moolah, getting to that guap, stacking that paper, that dough, that cheddar, that cheese, that mozzarella, but always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex, that time and energy are the highest forms of currency. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's tapped into the channel, everybody that's highly invested in Grown Man Business TV, understanding we're growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top. We are approaching 30,000 subscribers. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to my wrenches. Even bigger salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's making their way to Grown Man Business TV, all my newcomers, my bad, all my new investors, my new subscribers, everybody that's making their way to Grown Man Business TV, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now listen, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you are tapped in to the Realest channel on YouTube. Make sure you are locked in to Grown Man Business TV. You already know I'm going to give you that dope straight off the brick into the bottles. Oh, yeah, that pure, uncut, raw dope straight off the bricks into the bottles. We ain't stepping on it. Ain't no quinine, ain't no baking soda. Yeah, it's pure. It's pure over here. Big salute to the chat, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. We on our way to 30K. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to my wrenches. Lisa, I see you in the chat. Yeah, had to check that audio real quick. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Yeah, it's a small thing to a giant. We got this. Now, listen, man. You see the title. You see the thumbnail. Yeah. I still got my boot on Fat Joe's neck. Fat Joe, where you at, homie? I still got my boot on the knock-kneed Puerto Rican's neck. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. Big, you know, we influence the culture over here at Grown Man Business TV. A heavy influence. I've been seeing a lot of people saying knock-kneed Puerto Rican. I've been seeing a lot of people saying knock-kneed Latino. You know where you got that from. You know where that started at. Yeah, I still got my boot on a knock-kneed Puerto Rican's neck, and I ain't letting up, homie. I ain't gonna slow down. I'm not taking my foot off the gas pedal. Yeah, I'm mashing the gas. I'm not stopping. Knock-kneed. Yeah, Fat Joe, you knock-kneed, homie. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But I've been seeing, you know, I've been watching, I've been listening, and we influence the culture. We influence the algorithm over here at Grown Man Business TV. You wouldn't believe who's watching this channel. You wouldn't believe who's jocking and biting the lingo. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You know, imitation is the highest form of flattery. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. So we ain't tripping. You know what I mean? You like what you hear, you like what you see, go ahead and do that. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But the knock-kneed Puerto Rican, we ain't stopping. And I don't care. I don't care if it's Fat Joe or if it's any other knock-kneed Latino that need to be put in check, that need to be handled by Grown Man Business TV. We gonna do that. But you know, this is smoke for everybody. This particular live stream, I want to home in that this is smoke for everybody. Because if you know it or not, if you believe it or not, it's FBA versus everybody. Everybody got a problem with FBA. It ain't just knock-kneed Latinos. It ain't just knock-kneed Puerto Ricans, homie. Everybody got a problem with the foundational black man in America. And I wanted to lock in with that. I really wanted to take it to a higher level with this, because we ain't just pinpointing the knock-kneed Latinos. Yeah, Fat Joe, you're knock-kneed, and it's looking like, yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. That's your name from Grown Man Business TV. You're knock-kneed Puerto Rican. Yeah, it ain't just y'all. You know, it's the Jamaicans that feel a certain type of way. It's the Dominicans that feel a certain type of way. It's the Asians. It's the Chinese. Everybody feel a certain type of way about foundational black Americans in America on our soil. Everybody, homie, the Mexicans, huh? The Jew, everybody. And we gonna home into that. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, it's a war going on outside that no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. And the discussion about hip hop and the origins and the father of this little thing of ours, right? Is just scratching the surface. It's really just dropping the veil. It's really just removing the smoke and mirrors so we can have a deeper conversation. A deeper conversation about why everybody feel like they got a underlying disdain. Yeah, I like that. An underlying disdain for FBA. And it's passion in this. It's passion in this. Because I'm a spokesman for black men in America. You looking at a strong black man, heterosexual black man, the leader of my family. You understand? And I'll be damned if I let any of y'all disrespect this culture. I'll be damned if I let any of y'all bite the hand that been feeding you all these years, my G. See, you got to confuse. A lot of y'all is used to dealing with Saucy Santana. Y'all want to talk to a Little Nas X. Y'all don't want grown men that's on grown man business sitting at the table having a discussion. A big dog that know how to articulate itself, that know how to tell you exactly what's on his mind. Somebody that's going to say what they mean and mean what they say. In fact, Joe, I mean it when I call you a knock-kneed Puerto Rican. I mean it when I call you a knock-kneed Latino. You knock-kneed. Your knees is knocking together every time you take a step. When you get out the bed in the morning, the first thing that happens is your knees knock together. You didn't know that, did you? This is what America is scared of. This is what the establishment fears. A grown man, a black man, heterosexual, head of his family, running the household, talking to you in this manner. So Fat Joe, we ain't took our foot off your neck, man. You know, I thought it was disgusting work to hear the things that Fat Joe said about FBA, talking down, you know, these broke. We gonna talk about all of this. It's not just the knock-kneed Latinos. You got the Asians, you know, you got Chinese, you got the Japanese, you got everybody. You got the Jamaicans, you got the Haitians, you got the Mexicans. They all envy FBA. They envy the masculinity. They envy the warrior spirit. They envy everything we encompass, everything they see bottled up inside of us. They wish that they had it. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But you can't buy class, homie. You can't buy this warrior spirit. You can't buy masculinity. You can't buy this. This ain't something you sell at Walmart. This ain't something you can write a check and get your hands on it. This melanin right here, you can't buy this. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. Now, where I want to start off is, you know, the origin of the racism that you see coming out of this knock-kneed Latino. Where does this stem from? Where does this come from? Being as though dudes like Fat Joe, the knock-kneed Puerto Rican, they claim to grow up in our community. They claim to be raised with us. You know, out there in New York City, it's multicultural. You know, you got Latinos, you got Boricuas, you got this, you got that, papi, yeah, papi, right? You got this and you got that. But where does the racism and the hate come from? If y'all was raised in our communities, where does the racism come from? If y'all was raised in the same building, in the same projects that we come from, where does the racism come from? Well, I'm here to tell you, it's systematically installed. They learned it. You know, they're wellas. You ever heard that word wella? Yeah. Yeah, in the Boricua language, in the Latino language, Wella mean grandmother, grandfather, grandparent, yeah, voila. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, what you got to understand is even a Fat Joe inside of his household was taught hatred for the FBA, was taught racism towards young black men. The same young black men that he was outside hipping and hopping, hippie to hoppy, the hippie, the hippie to the hip, hip hopping, you don't stop, rock. The same hippity hop, hoppity hip people that he was hanging with, his voila. So at nighttime, when Fat Joe would go into that project building and he would sit at the table with his voila and his mother, and they would eat that red bean and rice, those quesadillas and those tortillas that they was eating. They was talking hate speech. Don't hang out with black people. Be careful around black people. You know black people gonna do this and black people gonna do that. That's where the hate comes. See, I want to tell you something. I want to really get into this, where the hate come from. I told y'all before, and I'm going to tell you again. Everybody got that dog fur. If your hair don't look like this, if your hair don't grow like this, you got that dog fur. And if you got that dog in you, you got that hate in you. It's only right for you to have hate towards me when you growing dog fur, homie, and I'm growing that non-ether, that hair coming out. Yeah, my hair defies the laws of gravity. Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know that? You thought when I was talking about dog fur, it only applied to Caucasian people. Salute to my Caucasian followers. I'm here to tell you, y'all ain't the only ones with dog fur. Asian people got the dog fur. Latinos, Boricuas, knock-knee Puerto Ricans, they got the dog fur. Mexicanos, 1, 2, 3, 4 salacicos, they got the dog fur. They all got the dog. Let me show y'all something. I want to give y'all some game on this. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button when you walk in this building. Wipe your feet off before you come into the mansion. We at the big house. Yeah, I ain't showed y'all the pool in a long time. I ain't showed y'all the high ceilings in a minute. See if Fat Joe would let that dog fur grow out, if Fat Joe would stop putting all that makeup on that dog fur beard that he got, then you would understand exactly where the hate come from. He was raised. And most Puerto Ricans, most knock-kneed Latinos are raised to have a hatred toward FBA people. Now, I really want to give y'all when you come here, we ain't just talking, but we're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a real conversation on how sick these other cultures are, how mentally disabled, how mentally lost these other cultures are because they hate the same people that they want to be like. And we're going to talk about that. But right now, Fat Joe, let's stay right here with you. Let's stay right here with you. Y'all don't believe that Fat Joe. See, let me show you something. This is the Fat Joe that y'all know right here. This is the Fat Joe that y'all know right here. This is the Fat Joe that y'all know right here. Right here. That's him. He got the makeshift beard right there. Got the bald, he got the baldy, right? But I want to show you the real Fat Joe. I want to show you the Fat Joe that y'all didn't know about. Oh, salute to the chat. This is the Fat Joe with the dog fur all over the top right there. See, y'all didn't know that Fat Joe had a head full of dog fur all across his goddamn head right there. Good strand of dog fur right there, Fat Joe. Knock-knee, you a knock-knee Puerto Rican with the dog fur all across your goddamn. Boy, that's dog fur right there, not right there. Oh, come on back in. Let me reel it in. Y'all didn't know that Fat Joe had a head full of dog fur? Yeah, we gonna talk about the Fat Joe. Here you go again, right there. That's a head full of goddamn dog fur. Fat Joe got in his head right there. Ain't no beard. You got a head full of. That's a good grain of dog fur right there, boss. Got a head, boy. Got a head like a golden retriever. Got a head like a Shih Tzu. Fat Joe got a head like a sheepdog. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. And with a head full of dog fur, you was never part of the culture, homie. You could never create this with a head full of. You got a head like a sheepdog. You got knock knees, and you got a head like a golden retriever. So you all the way out the loop, Fat Joe, with a head full of dog fur like that. Yeah. Yeah, you thought I was playing? You thought I came to play? When I go live, I'm not playing. I ain't listen, homie. I ain't taking no videos down. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. We standing on business over here. And Fat Joe, you was never like us. You was never like us, B. I mean, I'm gonna put a knock-knee Puerto Rican in this place, homie. I'm gonna put a knock. Boy, your knees is knocking. When you roll over and you put your feet on ground, when you wake up in the morning and you put your feet on ground, the first thing that happens is your knees is get to knocking. Yeah, you got knock knees, boy. Fat Joe got knock knees, man. And we ain't gonna let not one person with a pair of knock knees tell us what the culture is and what the culture ain't. With got a head like a sheepdog, man. You got a head full of dog fur. That's dog fur. That ain't the culture, Fat Joe. You don't get to be a part of the culture with a goddamn bowl cut and the dog fur. Boy, you got to look at that dog fur, boy. Look at that there. That's it, boy. You should be, boy. But you thought we forgot about that. You shave, you get the baldy, you shave the dog fur off, you try to erase the dog fur, right? And then you put a whole bunch of goddamn makeup. I'm talking Beijing from Beijing. Boy, you were from Thailand or the goddamn Beijing. You putting on that beard to make us think that it's this. This ain't, you don't grow this. The hate come from within. The racism is being taught to these young Latinos. It's being taught to these young Mexicans. It's being taught to these young white people. The hate is taught within the family. And then they come out into the world and they rub shoulders with us. And it's an eternal war. It's an internal war when your parents is telling you to hate the same people that you love to be around. When your parents is training you and raising you to hate black people, but then you go to school, you live in the same projects, you live in the same hood with these black people, and you learn to love us. Now, like I said before, right? You got to understand how deep this go. For a Latino, a knock-knee Puerto Rican like Fat Joe to try to claim hip-hop, to step out into the world, to step out into media and boldly claim a culture that we started, a culture that we birthed. I don't even like to talk about the help. I'm talking about the forefathers of hip hop, the originators of this little thing of ours. They don't grow dog fur like that, boss. It was never laid out like that. It was never planned out like that. That ain't how it worked. And you cannot change history. Where does that come from? Well, let's talk about, I want to stay with these Latinos, these knock-knee Puerto Ricans, right? The Latino culture. What they always forget to tell y'all is that they want to be white people. There's no unity. You know, black people, we need to unify. Black people are not unified. But we don't talk about how Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Mexicans, Latino culture are divided. Why do you think that Fat Joe is so pale? Why do you think that Fat Joe is so pale? Right? It's because in their culture, they breed light skin. They breed to get as white as possible. So you got to understand that the mentality of these Latinos, the mentality of everybody that's not FBA is the mentality of the colonizer. It's the mentality of the colonizer. And what does the colonizer do? The colonizer is a scavenger. The colonizer is a scammer. The colonizer gonna sit back, watch you do something, wait till it explode, wait till it gets big, and then they're gonna stake claim to it. Let me say that again. The colonizer is gonna sit back, wait for you to grow this empire, and after they grow the empire, the colonizer is gonna stake claim to it. And that's all Latinos did. That's all these knock-knee Puerto Ricans, that's all they did. When hip hop started, right? Listen to me. I don't want this to go over your head or under your bridge. When hip hop was created, it wasn't cool. It wasn't something that was accepted. Hip hop was outlawed. You know, people outside breakdancing. You know, they doing graffiti, they rap battling. All these things was outlawed. And Latinos didn't create that. They didn't accept hip hop. Oh, don't do it what the Morenos do, man. You know, the Morenos, man, they don't know, you know, the Morenos, man, you know, they want to do the cha-cha. The Latinos, they wanted to do the Macarena. Hey, Macarena. Hey, Macarena. All right. Y'all remember that, right? Only until we built hip hop to what it is. Only until we built an empire. Now you want to stake claim to it. Now you want a piece of it. Now you started it. Now that ain't how the game go. That's how it worked for the colonizers. That's the same thing white people did to the indigenous people of this land, homie. I don't even want to call them Indians, man. The $5 Indians. FBA, foundational Black Americans. We was tricked out of this land because only until we cultivated it, we hunted it, we grew this land. Then the Spaniards came over here and they staked claim to it. When it was rural land, when it was uninhabitable, when it was something that we couldn't really get, they didn't want no parts of it. They was over there in England in the Caucasus Mountains doing a thing. When we cultivated this land, when we turned it to what it was gonna soon be, boom, they staked claim to it. The same thing these knock-knee Puerto Ricans is trying to do. Yeah, I call them knock-knee. When your feet hit the floor, you're knocking knees, homie. You knocking knees. Look at this. Look at this. Let me show you something. His knees is knocking. His knees right here is knocking together. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Majority of these cultures have adopted the mentality of the colonizer. Y'all didn't know that dark-skinned Boricuas get treated differently than light-skinned Boricuas? Y'all didn't know that dark-skinned Dominicans get treated with disrespect? Y'all didn't know that dark-skinned Latinos, even though they knees is knocking, just like Fat Joe knees is knocking, they get disrespected for being dark-skinned? You thought it was a coincidence that Fat Joe is damn near Caucasian? They marry white. They breed white. They try to breed the color out. Nobody want to talk about this. Nobody want to talk about the real about it. They don't have no unity. Yeah, it's fucking knees. Your knees is knocking, B. Your goddamn knees is knocking more than a door knocker. Your knees is knocking. Your knees is knocking, man. I would hate for my knees to knock. I'm bow-legged. My knees don't touch. I got a little bow-leggedness in it. My knees don't touch together. My knees ain't knocked a day in my life. My knees ain't never knocked a day in my life. I wouldn't know how it feel to knock knees in the morning. Yeah, you wake up before you get your coffee, your Folgers, you're knocking knees first thing in the goddamn morning. Nobody want to talk about how divided Latinos are, how divided the culture is, but that is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Yeah, I want to show it. I don't want you to forget. I don't want you to forget the Fat Joe that got a head full of goddamn dog fur. This is the real Fat Joe right here. This is the real Fat Joe right here. Dog fur on dog fur on dog fur. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Hold on. See, I wanna speak to that, right? I want to speak to that. What's your name? Billy. I want to speak to that, right? Because, and I'm glad you said that, because it's gonna take somebody like Grown Man Business TV to stand on real business, so that y'all can't paint that narrative no more. So y'all can't hide behind a false narrative. That's how y'all tricked us all along. That's how y'all tricked us all the way up to right now in present day. Let me give you an example, right? Billy just said, he's from the Bronx and you're all raised together and it's mixed and it's beautiful. That's a lie. That's a lie, homie. The Boricuas in the Bronx, they call us Morenos. Huh? Morenos. You know what that means? Yeah, do your research. They call FBA Morenos. And when y'all feel like y'all want to disrespect FBA, y'all speak that Spanish. That guala guala. I don't even like to call it Spanish. I like to call it guala guala. When y'all disrespect us, y'all speak that guala language, that guala guala. So don't come over here and try to convince me, a big dog in this, that it's all beautiful and it's all love. That's a lie. I would rather you stand on your knock knees. I would rather you stand on your knock knees and stand on business. But it's hard to stand on business when your knees is knocking. When you a knock knee, yeah, your knees is knocking. So it's hard to stand on business. So let me stand on business for you. And let me tell you something. That's a deeper mind state. That's a mind state of the colonizer. I told y'all, these knock-knee Latinos have the mind state of the colonizer. So what does Caucasian people do? Oh, it has nothing to do with race. Why does it always have to be about race? Why are you always talking about color? And they hide behind that, knowing damn well it always got something to do with color. It always got something to do with race. Oh, we're all brothers. Let's all just work in harmony. At the same time, stabbing you in the back. At the same time, stealing your land, stealing your farmland, gentrifying the hood that they put you in, coming back and stealing that. The Latinos do the same thing. We're all brothers. Why you think we let y'all into hip hop? Because y'all acted like y'all was our brother. The whole time, y'all was trying to steal it. Let's get deeper into this. Out there in California, right? They got something called black and brown. Oh, we need black and brown unity. You know, Mexicans and black people, we should all live in harmony. And then black people, we fall for it every time. Okay, let's be friends. Let's live in harmony. The whole time the Mexicans disrespecting us. They don't respect us. They actually are racist towards us. They actually hate us. But they hide behind black and brown unity. It's a cowardness that come with this. It's a cowardness that come with the colonizer mind state. When you got the colonizer mind state, you gotta be within some. You gotta be a coward. So Fat Joe will never tell you the truth like Grown Man Business TV is. These Mexicans, they'll never tell you the truth. Asian, nobody is going to tell you the truth. They're going to act like we cool with you. Hey, man, we're going to put the Chinese restaurant in your neighborhood. You don't mind. We're going to sell you 4 wings and rice. You don't mind. We're gonna put MSG in the rice. We're going to call it fried rice. We're going to sell it to you and your babies. You don't mind. But you better never come to Chinatown and try to get a job out here. Oh, we don't hire Morenos. We don't hire Morenos in Chinatown. They don't even sell fried rice in Chinatown. Did you know that? Did you know the same Chinese people in your neighborhood that sell you 4 wings and rice, fried rice, in Chinatown, out there, over there by Canal Street and Manhattan and all of that, they don't sell that shit in their neighborhood. Now, we're going to get the math Hoffa. Don't worry about that. I got to be the one to beat. I don't mind being the bearer of bad news. I don't mind being the one to tell you you've been lied to. You've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked. They lied to you, homie. The Latinos and blacks, the whole time they call you a Moreno. Hey, papi, they call you the Moreno. They speak Guala when you come around. Black and brown unity. The whole time the Mexican mafia putting drugs in your neighborhood. The Mexican mafia putting fentanyl in your neighborhood. Chinese, yeah, the Chinese people, they putting 4 wings and rice in your neighborhood. And when you go to Chinatown, they don't even eat 4 wings and rice because it's unhealthy. It causes cancer. It's killing you. And then they get mad at me, a heterosexual, grown man, strong black man, the leader of my family. They get mad at me when I tell y'all the truth. Fat Joe is an imposter. He's a dog fur, knock-kneed having Latino that stole from the culture. Now, let me show you where the unity would come in at. Let me show you where there are knock-kneed Latinos that respect the culture. Let me put this whole hip-hop thing to rest. Y'all ready? I'm ready to put it to rest. We don't go. This is the last time. We're not talking about this no more. We about to put it to rest. I'm going to let a Latino tell y'all how much they thankful for black people. I'm going to let one of your favorite Latinos, the Boricua, Boricua, Borera, Boricua, Borera. I'm going to let them tell you who started hip hop. And in Fat Joe, we gonna let that go. Is what it is. It'll be what it's gonna be. I'm gonna give y'all some instructions on what I'd suggest we should do. And we gonna lock this thing down. Big salute to the chat. Get the likes up, exactly. 100 likes easy. Once we get 100 likes in here, yeah, Norfolk, Virginia. Big Norfolk. Shark City. I'm a megalodon in this ward. I'm a big shark, homie. I'm the face of this thing. When you think of Norfolk, Virginia, and you think of YouTube, you think of Grown Man Business TV. Now, when we get 100 likes in here, I'm going to play for y'all. Boricua, Borera. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Hey, Ghost, man, that's a whole nother. I gotta stay on cue right now, but that's an amazing question, and I was thinking about doing a live on that soon. Big salute to Av, man. I like both of them, but you know, I could go in depth on why I'm rocking with either one. You know what I'm saying? I know both of them personally. I know Av personally. I know Big K personally. That's a whole nother conversation. Now, yeah, we well over. I want y'all to listen to this. I want you to close your mouth and I want you to open your ears. I don't want this to go over your head or under your bridge. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, right? You already know I'm not going to let it go over your head or under your bridge. I'm going to put it in your face. Knock-knee Latino talking about what he talking about. Disrespecting FBA, talking about broke this. Man, we going to talk about this. Mad Hoffa, a disgrace. Mad Hoffa, we going to talk. I got something for Mad Hoffa. Because he took that video down. That showed the character in the man right there. When the heat come, when it get real, when the war's going on, you take the video down. It show that you ain't got the character of a grown man, homie. You a whole hoe out here. Hey, yo, Mad Hoffa, whole hoe out here. Pull your thong up, homie. I'm going to talk to Math in a few seconds. But let's let this Latino, let's let one of my favorite rappers tell y'all what they think about FBA. Big salute to the chat, man. Hit that like button. Watch this.
One of the lines that made the song so famous is when I go, Boricua, Boricua means Puerto Rican and black woman.
I hope.
It's like my love to the music, you know? My love to thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua.
Now, I'm going to play it again, but it's a lot of music and everything in there. But what the man Pun just said, I'm going to play it again right now. But what he said was, it was his thank you to black people. He was thanking black people for accepting Boricua, for accepting the knock-knee Puerto Rican into the culture. We didn't look down on you because your knees was knocking. We didn't look down on you because you was 600 pounds. We accepted you. We gave you an outlet. We gave you a food. We gave you a plate to eat off of. We fed you, homie. We made sure you had goyo, you had red beans and rice, you had quesadillas and Bodie. Man, we made sure you ate good. Only for you to smack us in the face. I'm going to play it one more time for the culture. I'm going to play it one more time for the culture. Let's stop playing with this.
One of the lines that made the song so famous is when I go, Boricua, Boricua means Puerto Rican and black woman.
Now watch this.
That's like my love to the music, you know? My love to thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua.
There it is right there. That's Big Pun saying, that's my thank you to black people for accepting Boricua. So what that mean is, we accepted y'all into the culture. Ask yourself this. Hey, Fat Joe, ask yourself this. After you shaved all that dog fur off your head, ask yourself this question. Why would we have to accept you into a culture that you helped create? If y'all created hip-hop, alongside black people, why would Fat Pun be saying thank you to black people for accepting Boricua? See, what they do is they put the money out there. They get y'all blinded. The smoke and mirrors, you know, the nice watch, the big chain, all the Beijing on your damn beard and that dog fur that you got on your face. And nobody wants to get to the realest. Nobody wants to get to the meat and potatoes. Nobody wants to speak the truth, homie. And the truth is, Big Pun said, Boricua, Borero mean black woman, Latino woman. And that was my thank you to black people for accepting Boricua, for allowing us into the culture. So we ain't got to sell crack no more. We ain't got to sell red beans and rice. We ain't got to go out there and sell Goya on the corner anymore. We can now feed our family off a culture that's not ours, off a culture that we don't got nothing to do with. They were so gracious. They were such a gracious people that they allowed us to come in and implement our culture and our swag and our lingo into their culture. Come on, B, is you crazy? And then they come into my DM and they wondering why I'm so passionate about this. Well, who else is gonna do it? Who else is gonna stand up for FBA, stand up for the culture, for black men, black people? Crazy, man. You might be out your mind, man. And that's why I gotta say big salute to Big Pun. I see why y'all took him out. I see why you robbed his family for all that money. I see why you did that. Because Big Pun was one of the ones. To this day, yo, Big Pun would have smacked your mouth off. Big Pun would have smacked your mouth off if you would have came out here on Math Hoffa platform and said that y'all created hip-hop. Now, Big Pun knees was knocking too. He had knock knees, but respectfully, RIP to that man. Because I told y'all, grown man business is a universal language. It's grown men in all cultures, even the Latino. You got a knock-knee Latino out there that's going to stand on grown man business and tell the truth. Hey, man, thank you to black people. Thank you to black people for accepting Boricuas. Because, you know, the Cha-Cha Morena, that ain't making millions of dollars. That ain't going platinum. Wanna do the cha-cha. Ole cabarete cha-cha. Ole merito saraca. Ole merito saria. Ole beto carita. Marido leto sarita clarata. That ain't gonna go platinum, boy. You gotta come where we at. You gotta do what we do. You gotta follow the leader. You wanna make millions of dollars? You wanna go platinum with that cha-cha mariata? That ain't gonna cut it. Marico, Marina, Rari, Bareco, Parita, Sarata. That ain't gonna cut it. You need to do it like this. You need to, Boricua, Borera, Boricua, Borera. You need to do it like that. You need to do what we do. And then you need to pay homage. You need to show respect. Yeah, y'all, yo, Fat Joe is mimicking black people every day. And we about to talk about that because I'm about to go to a whole nother level with this. I ain't done yet. Tell him one more time before we go to another level. Hey, Pun, tell him one more time before we go to another level, B.
One of the songs so famous is when I go, Boricua, Morena, Boricua means Puerto Rican and black woman. That's like my love to the music, you know? My love to the, thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua.
Thank you to black people for accepting Boricua. Now, I'm going to say this before we go to this next level. A long time ago, we were supposed to have gatekeepers at the door. We was really supposed to be vetting you dudes before we let y'all in the culture. We are the only culture on the face of the globe that have open door policies. We don't care. We don't vet. We don't do a background check. We just let you come in and steal the culture. You ever seen a black man doing the maracha? You ever seen a black man doing Japanese music? They vet their culture. You don't get to just come and make millions and nah, that ain't how it work. But you know what? Better late than never. It's better late than never. And Grown Man Business TV is going to spearhead. You don't get to be it. Man, what? That's the only thing I didn't really like about Kendrick Lamar's new album. The fact that he had Lefty Gunplay on a song. The fact that he gave Lefty Gunplay, a racist Mexican, a dog fur having Mexican, he gave him a shot and he gave him some light and he gave him some fame off his album, off a historic album. He let a Mexican, a racist Mexican, go up there and talk on one of the hardest tracks up there. I don't respect Kendrick Lamar for that. Is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. I don't respect Kendrick Lamar letting a racist Mexican who said he wouldn't let his daughter date a black man. Nah, homie, that ain't how the game work. And that's what I mean when I say the culture is nasty work. And even the Kendrick Lamar don't see the big picture. Even the Kendrick Lamar is bending, breaking, and folding for the establishment. Some reason he felt the need to let Lefty Gunplay on it. Nah, we ain't standing with that. Lefty Gunplay got some explaining to do. Now let's take it to a whole nother level. In New York City, it always stood out to me that New York, black men in New York City allow everybody to say the N-word. Let's really talk about this. And I'm pointing out New York City in particular because that's the first place that I ever went to where I saw black men allowing knock-knee Latinos, knock-knee Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Chinese people, China Mac and all of that, saying the N-word. Now, mind you, I'm FBA. I'm foundational Black American. And if I say the N-word on my live stream, they'll ban it. But you got Asians, you got Latinos, you got Mexicans, you got all of these people saying the N-word and it's all good. So I'm going to pinpoint New York City because Fat Joe is from New York City. The first place I ever saw these actions happening is in New York City. Oh, in Virginia, we don't play that. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Like it or love it. In Norfolk, Virginia, in the 757, you ain't going to find a white boy saying the N-word without a black eye. He got a black eye. He done said it, but he got the consequences that came with that. You ain't going to find no Latinos running around talking about N-word this and N-word that. It don't work like that. We stand on business, homie. And if they do say it, yeah, they got a black eye to go with it. So these same people that have an underlying disdain for black people, for black men, for strong black men, they secretly hate us. They run around and they call themselves the N-word. They run around and they call themselves that. And bro, look how diabolical this is. They run around and call themselves the very thing that they hate. Fat Joe sat right there in front of Mav Hoffa, and I don't believe that Mav Hoffa is a black man. I believe Mav Hoffa is Jamaican or Haitian. You know, he's from the Caribbean islands or something like that. But you got Fat Joe sitting in front of a so-called black man calling black men the N-word and broke at the same time, and ain't nobody put hand and feet on Fat Joe. Ain't nobody chin check his mouth. Ain't nobody put the black hand side to his white mouth. What y'all got going on in New York City? Y'all need pull your skirt up, New York City. Pull your skirt and your thong up. It is what it is, homie. Like it or love it. You can't convince me that it's okay for a Latino, a Mexican, an Asian, a China Mac to be running around New York City talking about zigga this and zigga that. Yo, my zigga, yo, zigga, yo, zigga this and zigga. Yo, what? Whoa, who? Smack you. Say it again. Say it again. Yo, you know, my zig. Hey. Put hand and feet, smack your mouth. It don't go like that where I'm from, homie. So I'm going to speak for 757. I'm going to speak for Virginia. You ain't never heard Big K say zigga nothing. Yeah, go look at any of Big K battles. Go look at Big K. Go look at any interview. Look at any video with Big K on it and see if you ever heard him say zigga one time. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigga what? Jigga who? Yeah, I got to be careful. YouTube. They got the higher ups and the elites all in my chat. So I got to be careful how I give y'all this game. Oh, but I'm very articulate. YouTube know that. I'm not the average. You ain't never saw a white boy in Virginia saying zigga this or zigga that without a black eye. He got raccoon eyes when we got done with that. New York City, y'all help birth letting these knock-knee Latinos say the N-word. Y'all don't stand on business. The black men in New York City, man, y'all got some explaining to do. And y'all, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. A disgrace to the race, homie. You a black man letting a Mexican call you the zigga? You a disgrace to the race, homie. You ain't never put hand and feet on one of them. So you will rob and shoot and kill your own people, but you got Fat Joe saying zigga this and zigga that, and you ain't did nothing. When somebody, we got to talk about this. Don't ever come in my presence and not be FBA and say zigga nothing and think you going to walk out without raccoon eyes with you. You going to take these raccoon eyes with you, homie. If you don't mind looking like a raccoon in the face, if you don't mind being knock-kneed and raccoon-eyed, then say what you want and do what you like. Yeah. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But you definitely going to bow down to the real. Especially in person, homie. Especially in the physical aspect of this. You going to bow down to the real. Or you gonna take these raccoon eyes? You want to be a raccoon for Halloween? We gonna make you a raccoon for Halloween then. Yeah, that's what you gonna do. You gonna be a raccoon for Halloween. Talking like that. Nasty work, man. Nasty work. And that ain't just in New York City. It's going down like that in LA too. California. Y'all all ain't no way. Y'all make all these excuses. Yo, you know, they a part of the culture. We grew up together. Well, how about I just say spick then? I'm going to just call spicks spicks and I'm going to call wetbacks wetbacks. How about that? We just going to say wetback and we going to say spick. You cool with that? We cool with this. They don't like the truth. They don't like the real. I get pleasure. I get pleasure out of being the bearer of bad news. I get pleasure out of delivering this message, giving y'all this dope straight off the brick into the bottles. I get a lot of pleasure out of it. I take time away from my family, away from my kids, away from my wife, away from my whole family to deliver the real. This what need to happen, man. You know, China Max, Fat Joe's, any of y'all using that word need your teeth, your teeth need to be on the floor. And black men, if you letting them do that in front of you, you weak, homie. You softer than Dollar Tree cotton. You letting anybody other than a black man use that word, call you a zigger, call her a zigger, whatever. You a ho out here. We're gonna order your thong is coming from Fashion Nova. We're gonna make sure we're gonna spend money with Fashion Nova. We're gonna order your skirt and your thong from Fashion Nova. There's a lot of you YouTubers I see doing that. I don't even want to say no names, but China Mac, I saw him saying that word around a lot of you New Yorkers. A whole China man. A whole China man. This motherfucker come from Chinatown. He come out from Canal Street, and he get around y'all and is zigga this and is zigga that. Then he go back to Canal Street in Chinatown, and he uses chopsticks. Now, this is what I want to do. We gonna make a hard left with this. Yeah, this is my left. We going left. We gonna make a hard left with this right here. Because I don't want you to think I'm directing all of this at the dog fur having people. Because they all got dog fur from what I told you. They all got the dog fur. But this don't just apply to dog fur having people. Yeah. In the beginning of this live stream, I told y'all it's everybody against FBA. Everybody. Not just dog fur having people. And when I say dog fur, I want to refresh your mind. I'm talking about this type of dog fur right here. The same dog fur Fat Joe got on his head. He cut the dog fur off so you wouldn't remember that he got a head full of goddamn dog fur. That's Fat Joe. The same dude saying the N-word. The same dude saying Ziggers is broke. He had a head full of dog fur at one point in time. Look at that. Look at that. Right here. That's what the dog fur. That's dog fur right here. Let me show you something. That's dog fur. That's dog fur too right there. A head full of dog fur. Look at that. Dog fur. Dog fur. Yeah. Yeah. Dog fur is dog fur, boss. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Oh yeah? Oh, Wisdom B, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I want you to figure out how to put that in the chat so I can find that, Wisdom B. Hey, Wisdom B, send that to my DM on Instagram, because I don't want to shoot no shots if I ain't supposed to be shooting. If it ain't real, I don't want to shoot no shots. If it ain't real. Hey, Wisdom B. Hey, yeah, send, if he was talking crazy, send it to my DM. Because they don't want no smoke with grown man business TV. Yeah, trust me on that. And I would love to give them the smoke if that's what they ask for. So Wisdom B, make sure that make it to my DM before the day is out. And we'll turn up, homie. They don't want that. Dog fur, that's the dog fur. If you didn't know, look at that. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. Dog fur. That's dog. It's the same thing. Look, that's dog fur. And that's dog fur. Look. Look at that. But this don't apply directly to dog fur. It get deeper than that. I want to play something for y'all. Big salute to the chat. Hey, Wisdom B, listen to me, homie. Get that to me ASAP so I can address. Because when it comes to this YouTube, when it comes to this right here, listen, you already know how we giving it up. It's organically. And sometimes smoke is necessary. Sometimes smoke is necessary. War is inevitable. When you growing your listen, man. When you growing your platform the way I'm growing my platform, war is inevitable. And we ain't ducking no smoke. We ain't ducking none of that. Yeah. I don't need no co-host. I don't need no microphone. I don't need no background. I don't need none of that to smoke your boots. To smoke your boots, I don't need none of that. Yeah, man. What you mean? Yeah. I want it to be smoke, because I'm telling you. It looked like, boy, what? Yeah, well, we ain't gonna do that just yet. Just yet. I need to see what you talking about, Wisdom B. Get it to me right now. In the between time, I want to play something for y'all. Because again, this man right here ain't got a head full of dog fur. But the hate is mutual. The same way Fat Joe feel about FBA black people, Jamaicans feel the same way. Haitians feel the same way. These the dudes that look just like us. See, these guys is our biggest threat. Dudes like Busta Rhymes is our biggest threat because he look like us. He sound like us. He walk like us. And he talk like us. So let's watch this. Big salute to the chat, man. Watch this.
Not only as tropical people, but even here in the United States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. Tropical people, but even here in the United States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever culture, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. culture, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures in the urban community, the Latin culture, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know.
So the U.S. ain't got no culture. We don't even, he said he don't even know what the culture is over here. At the same time, monetizing, engaging, monopolizing off the very culture he's saying we ain't got. And then Buster, listen, Buster, I caught all of that. I saw all of that. I heard it, homie. And then Busta Rhymes said, the U.S. culture is all their culture mixed up in one. So our culture is Jamaican culture and Spaniard culture and Latino, knock-knee Latino culture, and we just ain't got no culture. We just, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. Always. Always deeper than rap. So since y'all got so much culture over there in Jamaica, why ain't your bumper clot ass over there in Jamaica then? Bumper clot, Ross clot, Bonty boy. Busta Rhymes is a pure Bonty boy. You guys got so. Listen to me. Listen to me. Let me bring this down. You got so much culture that you had to run to America to monopolize off of it. Y'all got so much culture, but you ain't did nothing in Jamaica. Fat Joe, he ain't in Puerto Rico. Lefty Gunplay ass ain't in Mexico. So y'all got so much culture, but y'all had to mix your culture with FBA culture for it to mean something. And then after you eat, after you get full, after you make millions of dollars, now all of a sudden, we ain't got no culture. I don't see a Jamaican artist making millions of dollars singing bumba clot, Ross clot, reggae music. One love, but I'm undone, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. I don't believe it. You ain't going platinum singing that shit. You ain't going platinum singing that BS. Bumba clot, pussy ras clot, bumba ras. You like that? You like how I gave you that ras clot, bumba clot? You like how I said that? I've been to Jamaica. I've been to Ochos Rios. I've been to Kingston and all of that. Ras clot, I've been there. And for some reason, with all that culture, the Queen of England is, yeah. She's stealing all y'all money. Y'all don't even own the land in Jamaica. The Queen of England is taxation without representation. So your culture don't mean you ain't got no damn culture, man. You don't own no culture. You came to America for our culture. And it, boy, I want to give y'all some game on this. You got a black man, an African man, and a Jamaican man walking down the street, right? Police officer run up and say, yo, all three of you black men, put your goddamn hands on the wall, spread your legs right now. We doing a random search. Guess what's going to happen? The Jamaican man is going to say, bumba clot pussy boy, I'm not a black man. No, I'm not black man. I'm Jamaican. I rude boy, the Jamaican boy. The African gonna say, hey man, no, my friend, hey, we are not African, we are not black people, we are African. I'm from Nigeria. He's from Ghana. He from Ghana and Nigeria. We're not black people. We're not black people at all. We're not black. The only black man is going to be the FBA that says he's a black man. So we not going to act like, we not going to play like, nah, I'm being real. Walk up to a Jamaican and say, yo, black man, you know, you are African American. He said, no, I'm not African American. Bumbaras or ras clot. Me, I from Kingston. I'm from the motherland. I'm from Kingston, man. Run up to an African and say, yo, African American man, let me talk to you. Even though Africans are actually African American, we FBA, we foundational to this land. We are indigenous. An African from Ghana is an African American. He is a person from Africa that is American, that is in America. He's an African American, but that's a whole nother live stream. Hey man, African American man, let me talk to you. He's gonna say, brother, I do a lot of things. I scam. I am a good scammer. Listen, man, I can get the card for you. We can, I got a scamming. I'm a scam. I do scam, but I'm not an African American, man. I'm from Africa. Nah, but I mean, you black, man. You, him, y'all all black. No, my friend, I not black, my friend. I from Ghana. I'm African. So we gonna stop acting like just because he ain't got the dog fur, just because he look like us, just because he talk like us, that he is, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Yeah, I got something in the stash box for you. I want the smoke. I want that. If that's what you want, I'm a war general. I'm a war general. And to make it to the top, I'm gonna have to step on a lot of you content creators. To make it to the top, I'm gonna have to step on a lot of you YouTubers. And I don't mind squashing you. I don't mind it, homie. For the sake of the people. For the sake of this pure dope. For the sake of the information, I step on your neck. This FBA, homie. We don't do Gleek sauce over here. Boy, hey man, get that to my DM if they talking crazy, so I can listen to me. Get that to my DM if they talking crazy, so I can go ahead and give them this smoke. Cause we don't do Gleek sauce over here, homie. We let y'all eat the Gleek sauce. You the one with the Gleek sauce all around your mouth. You the one with the Gleek sauce. Listen, man. Listen, man. don't. Yeah. Don't that smoke, and listen, man, if it is smoke, I'ma give it to everybody around. It ain't just gonna be China Brim. I'ma give it to everybody around them. Whoever's sitting down with them, whoever doing business with them, everybody gonna get a shot. Yeah, yeah, let's do that. Let's start the year off nice and fresh. Mad Hoffa, he strike my page because I put a boot on his neck. I don't mind stepping on your neck neither. Crazy? Y'all don't like when I do. Y'all mad at this. This what y'all, you New Yorkers get mad when I give y'all this game, but y'all got dudes like this talking like this. Look, look.
We're the multicultural because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes got no culture. And the multicultural because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures in the urban community. You know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we'll always will, and it's just been that way. So I've actually been influenced by the Latino community, which allows me to feel that much more comfortable putting my West Indian influence in my music, because they made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah, man, me's a Jamaican, and I say it. But I'm just saying, a lot of the times, it ain't until you're made to feel comfortable giving it to the people who and what you really are, what your influences are, your upbringing in the house, that you do it. So, you know, being that I've been made to feel comfortable doing it, I think I also got to acknowledge and credit the Latinos for their influence on me.
Now, I want to break this down for y'all, because again, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. What Busta Rhymes just said is that he never felt comfortable using his bumba clot, ras clot, his guala guala language in hip hop culture. And only until he was made to feel comfortable enough to do it is when he did it. So how do you got the greatest influence if you won't even use your natural dialect? You ashamed of it. You just see when these dudes get to talking, B, you got to really bust it down. You got to really be able to articulate it, because it go over your head and under your bridge. He said he wasn't comfortable saying ras clod, bumba clod, what a pussy bumba ras. He wasn't comfortable using his culture in FBA culture, and only until he was made to feel comfortable by the Latinos. By the Latinos, him watching the Latinos do their Boricua thing made him feel comfortable to really interject his culture. Now, we just heard Big Pun say, thank you to black people for accepting the Boricua. So we accepted Big Pun. We accepted the Boricua. We allowed them to eat, which in turn gave Busta Rhymes the confidence to use his bumba clot, ras clot accent in our culture. And he just said it. He just said it. I'm gonna let it play again. I don't want I don't want y'all to miss the realness in this. Watch this. Watch it. Listen again. Listen again. Listen.
They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit culture, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures in the urban community. You know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we'll always will, and it's just been that way. So I've actually been influenced by the Latino community, which allows me to feel that much more comfortable.
Hey, baby girl.
Putting my West Indian influence in my music, because they made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah, man, Lisa Jamaican and I say. Made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah, man, Lisa Jamaican and I say it. But I'm just saying, a lot of the time, made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah, man, Lisa Jamaican and I say it. But I'm just saying, a lot of the times, it ain't until you're made to feel comfortable giving it to the people who and what you really are, what your influences are, what your upbringing in the house, that you do it. So
Now let me give you some grown man business with this. A buster. You was a buster. I'm not even gonna put the rhyme behind it. You was a bumba clot buster. Bumba clot Bonty boy. Your new name should be Bonty Boy Rhymes. Yeah, we gonna call you Bonty Boy Rhymes. If you know what a Bonty boy is, then you know. If you know, you know. Word to push ton. But let's talk about this. Let's put all the money aside, because you talking to a grown man, homie. Let's all that New York shit, I don't want to hear none of it. I don't care about it. It don't mean nothing to me when you talk that New York talk. Let me give you some game, Bonty Boy Rhymes. When you the originator of something, when you the creator, when you the father, you don't gotta be made comfortable to say I'm me, a Jamaican boy, and me know it. You don't gotta be comfortable to do that. When you the originator, when you created it, when you the big dog, when you started something, when you got culture, and you the most influential, like you say, you don't gotta be made comfortable. You will just do it. See, nothing made us comfortable to do this hip hop thing. Nothing made us comfortable to start breakdancing. Nothing made us comfortable to start doing graffiti. We created it, so we just did it, like Nike. We just do it. But you needed to be made comfortable. So back in the day, we didn't know you was a Jamaican Bonty boy. We didn't know you was a whole Jamaican. You used to dress like us, you used to walk like us, you used to talk like us, because you was embarrassed of your real culture. You was embarrassed. You wasn't made to feel comfortable. Lisa, you straight?
The car keys up there.
Oh, okay. All right, love you. Keep your pay attention to what's going on around you, all right?
Okay.
Call me when you FaceTime me when you get there.
Okay.
All right.
I love you.
Love you. Yeah, you wasn't comfortable in your own skin. These videos and this listen to me. The things that I have shown you guys have deleted the whole ideology that anybody but FBA created hip hop. Oh yeah, I'm a whole listen, man, I'm a grown man, homie. YouTube and the higher ups and the elites know what I am. That's why I don't got 100,000 subscribers. But organically, we gonna make a meal. We gonna do this. We gonna build this channel up organically. I'm a whole father, a husband, a son, a uncle, a truth teller. And truth is, Bonty Boy Rhymes, the truth is, you didn't feel comfortable because you didn't create hip hop. You was a participant. You was trying to get down with something. You was trying to be involved with something. And because we didn't make you feel comfortable, bumba clot pussy boy, You hid who you was until the Latinos made you feel comfortable, man. Boricua, Borera, Boricua. Until it went down like that is when you became comfortable. Is when you started, yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. What we talking about? Bumba Big salute to the chat. Yeah. Yeah. I see a lot of people taking videos down. I see a lot of these content creators putting up content and taking it down, not standing on business. Up here just talking, not saying what they mean and meaning what they say. They're just whole hoes out here. Don't make me stand on you. Don't make me point you out. Don't make me do it. Ask around, homie. Ask around. Me and Zip, we went to war. My numbers only went up. You can't stop the truth. I went to war with these dudes. Hey, bro, you don't want no smoke with me, man. You don't want me to start looking at you. Because a lot of y'all is hoes, homie. Hoes out here. You don't want me to start pointing the finger, man. What you talking about? I'm the only one that survived the Zip with the Drip situation. I'm the only one that went to war with Zip with the Drip and survived, homie. You can't stop this. You can't stop what we doing over here. Get it to my DM ASAP. Because when I get off this live and I go to my DM, and listen, man, get it to me ASAP. I'm go live tonight. I'll double back tonight. Tonight. No, I rock with Zip. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Bosses is gonna rub shoulders, homie. Sometimes I don't go to war with the help. I'm not gonna have conversation with your employees. Zip is he's a force to be reckoned with. And I like when I hear Zip talking the way he talking. But I'm gonna tell you something. I saw China Mac and Zip with the Drip together, and I heard China Mac saying the N-word around Zip. A whole China man. I'm just a little bit more deeper than that. I'm deeper than these dudes. So a China man would have never, listen to me, man. A China man would have never had a chance to do it. Nah, that ain't gonna work, homie. Me and China Mac would have shot the fade. It would have been, we would have had to do what we had to do. China Mac, you talk now, you keep that where you keep it at. Don't do that around me, boss. Salute. Appreciate that. Candace, man, appreciate that 5-piece nugget. You already know. We're going to dump that in and we're going to put that in barbecue sauce and some Chick-fil-A sauce and all that. Appreciate that subscription, too. Lock into the Realest channel on YouTube. The Realest channel. When the dope is pure, all you need is 5 minutes. When the dope is pure, when I give you this dope straight off the brick into the bottles, I don't put no baking soda on it. I'm not stepping on it. I'm not doing no extras. I'm not turning one brick to 4. When I give it to you pure, all you need is 5 minutes. All you need is 1 minute. So big salute. Highly appreciate that. When you listen to these people talk, right? The first thing they do is disrespect FBA. Oh, black people don't got no culture. Black people this, black people that. But the more you listen to them talk, they expose themselves. Oh, black people ain't got no culture. And, Jamaican and West Indian, Caribbean, we are the greatest influence then and now and forever. We will be the greatest influence. But then out the same mouth, off the same tongue, you say out your mouth that, you needed to be made comfortable to speak to speak your Jamaican dialect. To bring your Jamaican culture into hip hop, you needed to be made comfortable. Well, listen, man, that ain't what creators do. That ain't what big dogs do. That ain't what kings do. We are comfortable in our skin wherever we at. So Bonte Boy Rhymes, you just exposed that you a whole hoe out here. You exposed that your panties and your thong is showing. Let's listen to it one more time. Big salute to the chat. Let them talk.
Always had and will always will, and it's just been that way. So I've actually been influenced. It's a mix-up of all of our culture. We still don't know what that culture is. A bunch of our shit is what makes the culture, because the U.S. ain't got no culture.
There it is.
They shit is all
listen to him.
Multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures in the urban community. You know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we'll always will, and it's just been that way. So I've actually been influenced by the Latino community, which allows me to feel that much more comfortable putting my West Indian influence in my music, because they made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah, man, Lisa Jamaican, and I say it. Made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah, man, Lisa Jamaican, and I made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah, man, Lisa Jamaican, and I say it. But I'm just saying, a lot of the times, it ain't until you're made to feel comfortable giving it to the people who and what you really are, what your influences are, or your upbringing in the house, that you do it. So, you know, being that I've been made to feel comfortable doing it, I think I also got to acknowledge and credit the Latinos for their influence on me, just the same.
We never credited Latinos for their influence on black people. We never had no influence. They never influenced us to do nothing but eat Goya, red beans and rice, toquitos and toquilas and Taco Bell and all that. That's it. When it come to the music, when it come to the culture, they ain't influenced nothing over here. You a whole Jamaican being influenced by like, boy, you crazy, boy. You a Bont. They don't accept you in Jamaica, boy. They get rid of you out. You're a Bonte Rhymes, Bonte Boy Rhymes. Crazy? Yeah. Let's turn up. Let's turn up. I think it's time. You know what? It's time to turn up. It's time to go to war. And if you in tune with this channel, you already know I'm ready for war. I'm a war general. I'm the YouTube war general. The YouTube war general. Everything. We taught them how to farm. We taught them how to rap. We taught them how to do graffiti. We taught them how to dress. We taught them how to talk. We taught them how to walk. We taught them everything. And I say that unapologetically. I'm not Mav Hoffa. I'm not Hassan Campbell. I'm not taking down no videos. And I ain't doubling back on what I said. We taught you how to do everything. You was quesadillas and, you was tequila and quesadillas before y'all came to us. You was goyos and rice and pork and beans before you came. Y'all was eating pork and rice before you came to black people. You don't remember that? You don't remember doing the Macarena before you came to us? You was doing the Macarena. Hey, Macarena, all that? You was doing the Macarena. Yeah. Y'all don't own no land over there. I went to Puerto Rico when I turned 40. I went to Puerto Rico. It's nasty work over there. America owned Puerto Rico. Y'all don't own none of that. We own Puerto Rico. We brought y'all under the wing. We brought y'all under the umbrella. Y'all wasn't willing to go to war for your land. Y'all wasn't willing to do the work that it takes. Y'all wasn't doing that. Y'all bending, breaking, folded, and came over here. Same thing with Jamaica. Y'all older. Boy, the Queen of England, taxation without representation. Y'all don't own none of the land over there in Jamaica. Go talk to the Jamaican people. Not Bonty Boy Rhymes, but the real Jamaican people. Go talk to them. We the only ones that didn't desert our homeland. Y'all all deserted and y'all all ran and y'all ain't put the work in. You a Puerto Rican? You got Puerto Rico. Why you ain't over there? You a Bonty Boy Jamaican? Why you ain't in Jamaica? You a Mexican? Why you ain't in Mexico? But we ain't got no culture. We ain't got no culture. You crazy. You out your mind, homie. What you think it take? What you think it mean? What you think it do? What you willing to do? What you think my son a king? He gonna be a king because everything I'm telling you gonna be put right into him. What you think he gonna think when he see that dog fur? What you think when my son see that dog fur right there? What you think he gonna say to you? My son gonna say, that's dog fur, sir. My daddy said that's dog fur. Yeah. Yeah. This culture, this culture is to die for. This little thing of ours is to die for. It's to die for, homie. And either if it's in, listen, man, especially on this content, especially in these YouTube streets, I'll leave bodies everywhere. I'll leave bodies in these YouTube streets when it come to this culture. When it come to FBA culture. When it come to this, you know, Mexicanos, man, they work hard. No, Mexicans don't work hard. Why Mexico look the way it looked then? If Mexicans work so hard, why is Mexico in shambles? It's easy to come over here where the indigenous people already built America, and then it's easy to go ahead and go to do the work. It's easy to build houses on land that we cultivated already. If Mexicans work so hard, why Mexico look like shit then? If you got so much culture, why Jamaica still under the thumb of the English and Queen of England and all of that? If Puerto Rico got so much culture, why y'all ain't rebuilt Puerto Rico yet? Don't talk to me about your culture, homie, because you ain't got none. You wouldn't have nothing if you didn't come and get in tune with our culture. So you gonna show some respect, Bonty Boy Rhymes. You a Bonty boy, boy. You crazy? This FBA all day. This FBA forever. Foundational Black Americans. We built this from the ground up, brick by brick. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Yeah, Mexico in shambles. Yeah, let me show you something. Big salute to the chat, man. We done did our numbers. We're talking about the hood is in shambles. Well, let me show you how a lot of us black people is living. All right? Let me show you how a lot of us is living. See that? I don't know nothing about the hood, homie. I don't know nothing about the hood, B. I don't know nothing about the hood, man. Know nothing about that. The hood is in shambles. Nigga, we don't worry. The hood is the hood. The hood is the hood. We ain't worried about what's going on there. They still got y'all thinking that, listen to me. Let me end with this. Let me end with this. They still got y'all thinking that most black people live in the hood. Homie, we done came up. We done came up, man. We ain't worried about what's going on in the hood. We ain't worried about what's going on in the projects, in the urban community. We building our own community, homie. Mexico is in shambles. Jamaica is in shambles. Puerto Rico is in shambles. It don't look like we in shambles, homie. It don't look like we in shambles, homie. It don't look like that. What you talking about, boy? What you talking about? Shambles. What you talking about? This would happen when FBA start talking. This would happen when real foundational black Americans start talking. This is what happens when grown men, heterosexual grown men, start talking. This is what it looked like. So I don't care who it is. I don't care. Bro, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something now. I'm going to tell you something. I don't got no... I'm going to tell you something. Show me where the smoke at, so I can clear out the smoke and mirrors. Show me somebody that's talking down on Grown Man Business TV. Show me somebody so we can go to war. You don't want war. You can't even go back to New York City. You can't even go back to your home state without somebody. Yeah, man. Don't talk to me crazy. Because the majority of you New Yorkers come down south to hide out. Y'all down here with me. Y'all ain't in New York City. You in Ohio, you in Florida, and your ass is somewhere in North Carolina. Don't play with me like that, boy. Don't never let me find out you talking crazy. And if you is talking crazy, you better correct yourself and take the video down. Correct yourself. I ain't even got to correct you. Nigga took the video down. Niggas, boy, hey, boy, what? Who we talking about? What we talking about? You don't want no smoke with FBA. And I'm going to close with this, man. They lied to y'all, man. This whole narrative that there's no unity amongst black people was a lie. This whole narrative that the Mexican mafia and, you know, the Latin kings and you know, X, Y, and Z, is all a lie. I want to be very clear with you. Knock Kneed Fat Joe, Bonty Boy Rhymes. I want to be very clear with the leaders, the heads, the spokesmen, right? Y'all don't want war with FBA. The last thing you want to do is start some type of friction with foundational black Americans. So the last thing you want to do, I don't know what y'all thought, who y'all thought, I don't know what y'all smoking, drinking. You must be smoking that Spanish fly. You must be smoking that same Spanish fly that Charlemagne the God put in that drink for that little girl. That's a whole nother video. But the last thing you want is war with us on American soil, homie. Bonty, what you crazy? And when it comes to this content, I'm stepping foot on that. I'm gonna put a boot on your neck if you talk out of line, homie. If you ain't showing the utmost respect, I'm gonna put a boot on your neck. Niggas don't want smoke with me. This is what this channel was built on. That's why it's organically. I ain't sitting down with Whack 100. I ain't sitting down with none of these. Nah, nigga, y'all niggas is bogus. You boys is drinking Gleek sauce over there. Your ass is full on Gleek sauce. You got Gleek sauce all around your mouth and all that. Yeah, you dudes over there, boy. Hey, I'm stand down till I get the proper information. But I suggest you take your baby bib and you wipe that Gleek sauce from around your mouth. I suggest you dot your I's and you cross your T's before you cross Grown Man Business TV. I suggest you do your homework. You don't want war with FBA. Nobody on American soil wants war with FBA. It's a reason why the FBI always watching black people. They not watching Latinos. They're not watching Mexicans unless you an illegal immigrant crossing the border. Only time the FBI get to looking at Mexicans is when y'all crossing the border illegally. But they don't fear no Jamaicans, homie. The federales don't fear no Latinos, man. No knock-knee Puerto. They don't fear your knock. They know your knees is knocking. Why would they fear you? Why would they fear you when they know you full off of red beans and rice? You've been drinking Goya all night and your ass got knock knees. Why would they fear that? Black people is what they fear, homie. And you push the right button and we gonna show you what's up. Push the right button and we'll show you exactly what the deal is. Push the right button and we'll show you what it is. Yeah, that too. El Capo, that too. Yeah, they down with them people. I told you in the beginning of this live stream, all of those coaches have the mind state of the colonizer. They have emulated. They have taken on the traits of the colonizer. So when they come to deal with us, they try to use those tactics. They make sure they marry white. They make sure they marry light-skinned Puerto Rican. And then what they do is they try to get as white as possible, as pale as possible. Why you think Fat Joe so pale? He damn near Caucasian. He damn near a white man. Fat Joe is damn near a white man. The problem is when you get a stand-up grown man, I'm talking real FBA black man, talking like this. And I'm with the smoke. I don't care how you want to draw it up. I don't care how you want to do it. I'm with all the smoke. And I can go back to my hometown and I can rally the troops up. You not like me, homie. Y'all not like me. I just got property in other states and all of that. I touched down in Virginia and rally the troops, easy money. You can't go back to New York City. Yeah, boy. You want smoke? Let's get that. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I want to see exactly what my man was talking about. But once I see it, I'm going to cut you. Yeah, I'm going to decapitate you. We different. I'm different. I'm a war general. Tupac said he will spark the brain. He will spark the brain. And what you got to know is when it come to Grown Man Business TV, I'm one of the brains that was sparked, homie. I'm one of the ones where the seed was planted. I'm one of the ones that they scared of. We ain't got no culture. When you making money in our culture, you in here monopolizing off our culture. You in here stealing, you raping, you pillaging off our culture. And then got the nerve to have the disrespect and say, boys, you crazy?
One of the lines that made the song so famous is when I go Boricua, Morena, Boricua means Puerto Rican and black woman. That's like my love to the music, you know? My love to thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua.
Thank you to black people for accepting Boricua. You're welcome, man. We never was taught to hate y'all. We was taught that we was all the same, but the whole time y'all was being taught that y'all think the better, that Y'all was being taught that y'all better than us. Y'all was being taught to look down on us. Y'all was being taught to steal from us. Y'all was being taught as a colonizer. How you gonna get colonized and then act like a colonizer? Like, come on, son, what we talking? So y'all let y'all let these people colonize y'all land. Puerto Rico, Jamaica, all that, Mexico, y'all colonized. And then y'all come over here and look down on us and wanna colonize. Nah, that ain't how it work, B. That ain't how it's gonna work.
And everybody women is Puerto Rican and black women. My love to the music, my love to thank you to the black people for accepting border equality. Thank you to the black people for accepting border equality. Thank you to the black people for accepting border equality.
We had to accept y'all. Big salute to the 757, man, the whole 757. This is Norfolk 757. You understand what I'm saying? But salute to all 757, to the whole Virginia. This is FBA culture that you gonna respect. You gonna respect this culture, and we gonna stand on business. Salute to everybody in the DM. Salute to everybody that been reaching out. We approaching 30,000 subscribers. I think we about 400, 500 subscribers away. We approaching 30,000 subscribers. Exactly what I said I wanted by the end of the year. I wanted to be at 30K, and we are approaching 30K. One thing that let me end with this, right? I was doing the FBA thing a lot early in this page's history. In my archives, you can find a lot of videos of me talking about the very thing that I'm talking about right now. I spoke about Fat Joe. I spoke about Busta Rhymes. I spoke about different coaches, China Mac. I've been doing this, right? But it became like people was trying to act like, it was turning into a thing where people were saying, oh, you're racist, you a racist this, you're a racist that, blase, blase, blah. And it made me fall back a little bit. It made me like tone it down. It made me say, you know what, let me change the topic. Let me go this way, let me go that way. And what I realized is they don't really think that I'm racist. They just hate the fact that I'm right. They hate the fact that I'm heterosexual, and they hate the fact that I stand on business. The one thing that the establishment is most afraid of is a black man that's going to stand on business, that's going to look you square in your eye, that's going to talk, tell the truth, articulate itself without cursing, without saying the N-word, without doing this, without doing that, without disrespecting himself. And once I realized that, it turned me back to this FBA. And the whole thing with Fat Joe just kicked the door in. So we're going to be doing this a lot more. We're going to direct, because this is a never-ending fight. This been going on for a long time, homie. Lies. Black and brown, black and Latino, the whole time, lies. The next live stream I'm going to do is going to be about Finesse 2 Times and King. I want to talk about that. I got a lot of people in the DM asking about, my perspective, my thought process on that situation. And I'm going to give that situation a few minutes of my time. I feel like it's necessary. And, I just want to kind of just give my perspective on that. Absolutely nasty work was going on with that young man and, Finesse 2 Times. And we're going to talk about that. But if I find any evidence of smoke, we going directly into the fire. And that's all I'm going to say about that. If I find any evidence of smoke on any level from any content creator, I wouldn't care what it is, nigga. We going directly into the fire. And don't get this confused, man. You got a couple hundred subscribers and all that, man. We not dealing with none of that. You know what I'm saying? But don't ever get it crossed up too. I don't went to war with dudes that only got 200 subscribers. I don't went to war with dudes that only got 400 subscribers. I ain't doing that no more. You talking down on Grown Man Business TV and you got some validity, you got some traction in these YouTube streets, I'm gonna put a boot on your neck and I'm gonna stand on that. Any one of you dudes, you already know. I don't care, it don't matter to me. Man, listen, man, I'm on a whole nother level. I did this on purpose. I set it up like this on purpose. Yeah, we gonna really home in on this culture that they say we don't got. On this culture that they steal from. We made jazz music, exactly, jazz music, bluegrass, hip hop, country music. We did all that, all of it. So it's a spit in the face when you talk out your mouth the way, and put that, somebody need to do that, hand and feet. Right in your mouth. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Right here on Grown Man Business TV. What you think it's a joke? You think it's you think it's not a coincidence? What you think, boy? You think it's just, up in the air while we run country music? We stand on country. We when it come to country music, we run that. We created it. I love country music. I love all music, especially the music that I know we created. I love to see our people dominate in that field. And I love to see the respect from other cultures that love that music, but understand that we created it. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to the chat. You already know how we do here. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We definitely turning up for 2025. I want listen, I'm shooting for 100,000 subscribers this year. I'm raising the bar high. I want that plaque. I want 100K this year, and then we gonna go up. And I want it organically. I built this channel organically. I built this channel on the back of knock-knee Puerto Ricans. I built this channel on the back of a Bonte Boy Rhymes. I built this channel on the back of anybody talking down, disrespecting. I built this channel organically. And I want 100,000 subscribers organically. After I hit 100K subscribers, I'm going to do pop-ups, meet and greets. I want to rub shoulders with the subscribers, with the investors. I want to talk directly to the investors. We're going to pop up in your city, and it's going to be meet and greet. I wouldn't care if it was 5 investors. I wouldn't care if it was 3 investors, 2 investors. Well, I don't care what it was. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We are approaching 30K. I'm about to start looking. Hey, Wisdom B, before I leave out, you sent that to me already? You clipped that up? You got that to my DM already? Wisdom B, I see you in the chat. Let me know. Let me know that that's there so I can go find it. In the between time, I'm gonna play something for y'all. Oh, he took it. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. 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 He took it off. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me say this. To anybody that's in the 050 movement that's in the chat, to anybody that's locked in, you understand what I'm saying? We don't post videos and we don't take them down. We don't talk crazy and then double back. You standing on business or you not gonna stand on business. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But don't ever play with Grown Man Business TV. Don't ever get it. Yeah, man, you don't want no smoke. And I ain't gonna lie, because I rock, my wrenches is powerful. My wrenches, my blue wrenches, when they say something, I listen, I see it. And if Wisdom B says you was talking crazy, then you was talking crazy. And I might just go at your neck off the whim of that. I might just take you to war. I might just take you to war just because of that. I might make you stand on business. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to just take you to war regardless. Huh? I might just take you to war regardless. Make you stand on that. Make you double back. Make you repeat what you said. You was talking crazy. I ain't know nothing about that. But I got people that's what, man, my subscribers, my people is everywhere. My investors is everywhere in these YouTube streets. Yeah, big salute. I want to run this past y'all, and then we gonna get out of here. But listen, a knock-knee Fat Joe, you knock-knee Latino. It seemed like you in bed with the higher-ups and the elites. See, your downfall is gonna come. This is right here is the particular beginning of your decline. You talking down on FBA. You talking down on the very people that fed you and your family after you robbed Big Pun. But I want to let Haas run something past y'all. I'm gonna tell you this, right? Haas did a live stream last night with a young man named TA. I was driving the truck. I was making my money doing my thing. And I watched that live stream from Hassan Campbell last night. And just like Mad Hoffa, just like China Brim, Hassan Campbell took that live stream down. I was going to play that live stream today in this live. I was going to revert to some of the things that he brought up, and he took the live stream down. You dudes, hey, I'm just saying from what I see, respectfully. The higher you get up on the totem pole, the more you see these dudes bend, break, and fold. The more you see the characteristics of a hoe. The more you see a thong. The more you see a skirt being pulled down. Haas took that video down. China Brim, you took that video down. Mad Hoffa took the video down. The higher you go, 50,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, Mad Hoffa, 1 million subscribers, they get holed out. So when you hear me say organically, that's what this channel is. Ain't none of that. And we gonna get the 100,000 subscribers and all of that. But we gonna do it organically. You dudes is holed out from what I'm seeing. Mad Hoffa, you took the video down of Fat Joe. Hassan Campbell took the live stream down last night where he was going at Fat Joe with the young man TA, where they talked about sexual assault. They talked about Fat Joe grabbing Shorty under her skirt. They talked about Fat Joe dating a 16-year-old little girl. They talked, they talked about a lot last night. They talked about Dre, the boy, one of the producers was dating a 15-year-old girl and got caught. Fat Joe was dating a 16-year-old girl for multiple years. And guess what? I woke up this morning to go relook at that live stream and take what I wanted. And guess what Hassan Campbell did? He took that shit down. Pull your skirt up, homie. China Brim, he talking. Somebody said he was talking, and he took it down. We can't even find the video. The higher you go up. Now I rock with Haas. And you're exactly right. Wisdom B. Haas been dropping fire. Fire after fire. Haas is one of the GOATs of this. That live stream he did last night was fire. It was so fire. I was going to use it in my live stream today. I was going to clip up. I wish I would have recorded it. I wish somebody would have recorded it, screen recorded it. But I want to play this real quick. Big salute to the chat. Let's tap in.
You want to talk about Joe? And black women. That's
allegedly. Want to talk about Joe? Fat Joe arrested for sexual assault. TMZ, here we go.
Hey, Stacy, I couldn't find it. I'm sure it is recorded. I'm sure somebody got it. But I was looking for it. You know what I'm saying? I went on his channel. I couldn't find it. I started looking like just random, like typing it in, TA. You know, Hassan Campbell, TA, talks about Fat Joe. I couldn't find nothing on that joint last night as far as like what I was looking for. You know, the whole situation in Milwaukee with the sexual assault. You know what I'm saying? Like they went crazy last night. And I was just, I was foaming at the mouth to use that footage to really home in on Fat Joe with some of the things that was said, and they took it down. So, you know, I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Keep it up. But let's listen to this.
Allegedly, want to talk about Joe? Fat Joe arrested for sexual assault. TMZ, here we go. Selling rapper Fat Joe was detained by the police in Madison, Wisconsin last night after a 33-year-old woman told cops that Joe had his entourage sexually assault her inside a Cadillac limo. According to Madison PD, the woman claims the incident went down after rapper real name Joseph Cartagena performed at the concert at the theater last night. Cops say the woman claims shortly after the concert had concluded, the woman found herself inside the Cadillac limousine with Joe and other males, subjects all with the destination of the hotel located in Madison West Side. Cops tell TMZ that Fat Joe was detained for questioning, but he was not arrested. He was released this morning, sometimes at 7 a.m. All right. So far, no arrests have been made, and the police tells us the investigation is ongoing. Well, in my investigation that I did in the situation, one of the males that was in the car with Fat Joe when that happened allegedly was...
Yo, salute the Haas, man. Salute the Haas, man. You feel me? Yeah, Fat Joe. You know what? I said I wasn't gonna do another video, but I'm gonna do one more live stream with my foot on your neck, Fat Joe, because we got more to talk about. You disrespect the culture, right? But you got these sexual assault allegations floating around. You disrespect the culture, right? But you somehow was in bed with the Zulu Nation back in the day. Did y'all know that Fat Joe was down with the Zulu Nation? So I don't think that it's a coincidence that you was down with Bambaataa and now you got all of these weird accusations popping up. You got all of these weird accusations popping up. You got all of these situations with young girls knowing that you was down with the Zulu Nation, down with Bambaataa. And what we gonna do is we gonna do the last live stream with you, Fat Joe, with those franks at your mouth. And we're going to talk about your history in this culture. We're going to talk about the origin of hip-hop. The origin of hip-hop. The origin of the title of hip-hop. See, we've been rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting way before New York City named it hip-hop. Way before New York City was able to stake claim to something, we was already rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting and all of that. But the dudes that created the term hip hop, they spent a lot of time out there in the village. Ooh. They was down with the YMCA. You know you take it to the YMCA. Hey. You New York dudes that created the hip hop culture was down with the YMCA, the Rainbow Coalition, Transformers, the Transmissions. That's what y'all was down with. And Fat Joe, you was down with it too. Allegedly. Fat Joe was down with it too, allegedly. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Y'all make sure y'all in tune with this channel. And the next time we talk about Fat Joe, we're going to be talking about Africa Bambaataa. The next time we talk about Fat Joe, we're going to be talking about that 16-year-old girl you was laying down with. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. I'm giving you this pure dope. Straight off the bricks into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. We not dressing nothing up. Giving you this game straight raw, my G. No Diddy. Pure dope. Straight raw. Non-stop. We not going nowhere but to the top. Constant elevation. Fat Joe, knock-knee Puerto Rican. Don't talk down on the culture, but we ain't done with you yet. I still got a Timberland to put on your neck. Every time you get out of bed, your knees knock. First thing in the morning, your knees is knocking. When you walk on stage, your knees is knocking. Knock-kneed Puerto Rican. That's what you are, Fat Joe. And we gonna stay on your neck. I got a whole nother live stream directed. It's just for you. Tailor-made for a knock-kneed Latino. Busta Rhymes. Bonty Boy Buster. Bonty Boy Buster. Bonty Boy Buster Rhymes. Hey, listen, man. You were scared to even interject your dialect into the culture. You were scared to be Jamaican around a bunch of FBA. Yeah, you were scared of that. You needed to be made comfortable. And listen, man. You was made comfortable. Is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. But real big dogs, we don't need to be made comfortable, especially when we fathered it, when we started it, when we're the origin. I don't need you to make me comfortable in some shit that I created. You's a Bonty boy. All right? Hey, the smoke, I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to sleep on it. If I wake up tomorrow feeling like I want to take you to war, then I'm going to take you to war. If you open your mouth and GMB TV come out of it, it better be with the utmost respect. Other than that, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now, listen, man, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you